All right, so today's day 3, and my goals to work on today are really duration. We're going to start some door manners and maybe lay the foundations for healing. I like to get duration and healing for sure, not perfected, but just the foundational work on it before we start taking our skills out and about, because these are things we're going to definitely need to be able to have some success if we're training out in public. Good. 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 Place? Good. Very nice. Good. Nice retention from the last couple days. Good. Good. So you guys might notice I don't use the word stay. I may have mentioned this in good our first day or maybe yesterday. My duration marker, the word good, does mean stay. It means you've done the correct behavior, keep doing it. Good. Reinforcement comes to you in position. And then, of course, we have our terminal marker. Yes? There, very nice. Good girl. Which means you've done the correct behavior. You're done. Come out of behavior for reinforcement. So we'll just reiterate this to her right now and make sure she's super clear. Place? Yes? Very nice. Good job. Place? Yes? Super. Place? Good. Very nice. Of course, I'm going to help her with a little bit of spatial pressure. Good. The first time we're going to place. Good. With our duration marker just to help her out. Nope. Good. There's my negative marker, the word no. Good. For me, no means in this context, you have not done something correctly, try again. Good. It also means stop what you're doing. So there, her forward momentum stopped immediately. She fixed herself. I'll pay that all day long. Yes? Very nice. Super. There you go. We're becoming clear on that. Place? Good. So today I'll work on a little bit of distance in my duration. Good. And I'll challenge her with distance only. I'm not going to start to add distractions yet. Good. My movement is distraction enough. Good. So when I'm adding duration, I'll start with some distance. Nope. Good. While I'm working on distance, I'm inadvertently also working on some time. But I do tend to build those things separately. Good. Again, I want her to be clear in these tasks. Yes? Super, mama. Good job. All right. Place looks good. Let's move on to sit. Good job. Free. Sit. Yes? Very nice. Sit. Yes? Super. One of the things that is always interesting to see is, does she actually understand the markers? Free. Does she release herself when I say yes? And does she stay in position when I say good? Those are things I want to make sure are very clear. Sit. Yes. So you can see she moves all by herself. Like I'm not helping her move out of position. Sit. Yes. That's it. There you go. A little stall out there, and that's okay. Again, it's part of the learning process. Sit. Good. Nope. So I'm moving a little too fast with my duration marker and my sit there. Let's try that again. You're free. Sit. Good. 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 Yes? Super. Very nice. Good job, mama. Super good. Sit. Good. So if I were to add the word stay, good. So some people like to use that and it's their word habit. Good. And that's okay. It's not wrong. I just don't use it. I try to be more efficient in my words. Good. So I don't use stay. Yes. But I'll show you right now where I would use it. Sit. Good. I pay the sit. Stay. Good. Stay. Good. Yes? Very nice. So you can see her behavioral reaction is the same. She understands it. Again, for me, the word stay is just an extra word. I don't tend to use it very often. And we don't want to forget also to sprinkle some of our value to name. Scotty, yes. Super. Again, this only helps with our recalls. You're free. But I want her to feel, Scotty, yes, that her name is super valuable. Because if it's not, she's not going to come. Good girl, mama. Down. Yes. You need some help with the recognition of that. Yes. That's it. Good girl. Very nice. Down. Yes. Super. Down. Yes. That's right there. You're crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nope. That's enough. Nope. That's enough. So a great example of her just having this very joyful explosion. Right there. I don't want her to do that, so I'm not going to punish her very hard for that, but I am going to give her some leash feedback and give her my negative marker and let her know I don't want her to do that. No, don't do that. Good girl, you're free. You're free. That's it. Good job. She's a young dog. Oh, wow. Yes, that was nice. Super. She's a young dog, and I expect these kind of explosions of joy. She's a golden retriever. This is what they do. This is who they are. So I don't want to take that away from her, but at minimum, I want her to stop when I ask her to stop. We can extinguish that behavior completely if the owner wants. But most owners honestly love the little joyful outbursts. They just want to be able to control it. Down. Good. Nope. Down. Good. That's it. I'm going to wait for her. Good. Her to look at me. Good. Nope. Down. Good. 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 Nice choice. Nope. 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 Down. Good. 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 Very nice. Super. Good. Good. Very nice. Yes. Super. Very nice session. Good. Oh, that's nice calmness and petting too. Awesome. This is what we want. Good. And I'll even pay calm petting because she struggles with this. Good. So while the petting is also reinforcing its affection, but she tends to spaz out with the affection. Good. So I will pay this calm state of mind. Good. And as she gets more proficient at training, I will challenge her more by me being more excited while I'm petting to simulate kind of the public in general being extra excited when they see a super adorable dog. Right, Mama? You're free. Good job. All right, so one of the things I'd like to get working on right away within our 2-week board and train are door manners. Super important. So for me, I don't necessarily care whether the dog exits out of the door before me or if I exit first. My criteria is that the dog not bolt out the door and they wait to be released to then go out the door. Here, Mama. So some of the tricks I use, I'll use some leash blocking just by not allowing her to move forward. I can also use the door, close the door If she tries to go out, again, that just blocks her from being able to complete that behavior. And I'll use my duration marker and or wait, or both, while we're doing these door manners. Scotty, yes, very nice. Sit, good. Nope, sit, good. So even as the handle goes down, nope, sit, good. Good, there you go. She's moving forward, right? So right as the door, nope, sit, good. Right as the door is making its sounds to open, her brain's already going forward. So we want to manage that a little bit better. Nope, sit, good. Nope. Good, that's it. Very nice, super. Good. Good. So again, the average dog, their expectation is that when a door opens, they get to leave. Good. So we can sit here with the door open. Nope. Sit. Good. And not allow them to exit. It starts to give them the expectation that, good, maybe they don't go outside every single time a door opens. Nope, nope, nope. Sit. Good. Good, very nice, super. Even got a little engagement there. Very nice, good girl. Super duper. Good. You thought about it. So again, I don't want to control my dog here. She has a loose leash. She's making the choice to stay here. You're free. Here, Mama. Let's restart. Scotty, sit. Nope. Scotty. Scotty. Yes. There you go. Super. Hey, Mama. Scotty. Sit. Good. Nope. Sit. Good. Good. That's nice. Super. Good girl. Good. Good. Free. Super. We'll do one more rep of this. Sit. Good. Good. Nope. Good. 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 Very nice. Super. What a good girl. Free. So one of the things I also like to teach within the first few days, especially with a dog like this who has a good understanding of most of the skills already, aside from heel, is I want to start to teach her how to turn off negative reinforcement. So again, yielding to leash pressure and negative reinforcement will be the way that I hold my dogs accountable to what I'm asking them to do. But I don't expect them just to accept leash pressure or to yield. You can see she's pulling pretty hard against the slip line right here. When she yields to that, I'll mark it. Yes, super, Mama. I want them to start to understand that when they feel a little bit of this leash pressure with whatever tool we're using, yes, super, that they just move towards that pressure. So whether I'm giving pressure up for sit, down for the lay down, yes, very nice, or directionally for the heel, just yield to that. Yes, very nice, super. Yes, very nice. But it's something we do have to teach the dogs. Sit, yes, very good. I don't want them to feel yucky about the pressure. It's just me communicating with my tool. Sit, yes, super. That I want them to do something. So sit, yes, super, Mama. So ultimately what I want is for them to feel the leash pressure, listen to what I'm asking them to do and do that thing, and then that leash pressure goes away. Sit, yes, super. This is the same thing I do with e-collar, just a different tool. Sit. Yes. Very nice. Good job. Sit. Yes. Beautiful. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Super. Good girl. Very nice. Down. Yes. Good job. Good girl. Down. Yes. Good job. Down. Yes. Nope. 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 So I don't want that reaction, right? Her just objecting a little bit with her feet. So we'll just reset and do it again. And then again, I'm going to communicate with her that I really didn't like it. Down. Yes. Very good. There you go. Very nice. So I'm also going to start the foundations, good, for my healing. Good. So I teach them to move into heal by flipping. Scotty, yes. On my left side. Good. I also want them to notice when I change my direction. Again, otherwise, just, yes, engaged with me. So I choose to do a left side flip instead of, yes, moving around the back of my body because I always want to keep an eye on my dog. Good girl. Good. Very nice. Super. Great. Good job. And for me, I can experiment with my terminal. Good. Or my duration marker here. She checks out pretty quick when doing this. So I'll probably stick with my terminal marker just to keep things pretty clean. Scotty. Yes. Very nice. Good girl. Yes. Super. Right here. There you go. Good job. Yes. Very nice. Good job. Super. Yes. Good job. Yeah, there it is. Good job. Yes. Good girl. Wow, that was nice. Super. Stayed engaged with me. Scotty, Scotty. There you go. Good girl. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Good, that's it. Good. Good. Free. There you go. Nice, mama. Good job. Scotty. Yes. Good girl. There you go. Scotty. Yes. Good job, mama. Good job. Yes. Super. Wow. Nice, mama. Yes. Good job. Good girl. That's it. Yes. Ah, good job. Very nice. Good session, mama. Good session.